Hello everyone, my name is Barbara and I'm a Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes to knit. And today is episode 49. Thank you so much for checking out and clicking and watching. If you're here for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you're coming in for a while already, thank you so much for spending some time with me. You can also find me here on YouTube. So if you want to have a conversation in regards to this episode, leave the comment down below. But also you can find me on Instagram, where I'm most active. I love feed and I love stories, so check those two things definitely. What else? In regards to this episode, I have a little shop, knittingilove.com, so check it out if you haven't done it so far. And you can find their pouches, tags, markers, and knitting needles. If you want to skip some stuff, go check it out. Down below you have timestamps. So today I'll be talking about cowls, what's off my needles, what's off my chest, what's on my needles, a giveaway because I sneak in giveaways somewhere, and I will add a shop at the end because I added some new stuff into my shop. Let's start. Cowl. If you're a hat lover as I am, and you probably noticed that I like to knit hats for many reasons, but you may not be such an hat addict as I am, and you're knitting hats for yourself, for a friend, for a nephew, for a niece, and so on and so on. Don't forget to include them in our lovely thread on Revelry, Knit a Hat Cowl. Use hashtag Knit a Hat Cowl to show us too on Instagram, so we'll have a peek. We're heading now for 1,000 finished objects, so finger crossed. I think we're reaching 700, so that's really cool. I haven't created a prize yet. It's definitely going to be a yarn, a bag, my pouch, one of my patterns. Definitely, that's a standard thing that I would like to send. But I had a time to put a coupon code for my shop for tags and keychains, 10% off, so check it out if you're interested what that is. And if you're knitting a hat, you can double dip that hat probably in Taylor's Year of Hats cowl. So check her feed, check her podcast. She is Wool Needles Hand Podcast. Check it out. Let's go straight away to knitting content, shall we? First things first, I finished my plain vanilla socks, which is this amazing yarn. Well, this is Drops Fable and I love it. This is commercial yarn. I actually entered this pair of socks to Amy's commercial yarn knit along or commercial knit along. And by Amy, I'm talking about Strand Podcast. So check her out. You're watching her already. She is lovely and such an entertaining and fun lady who actually dyes yarn too, not only podcasting. So here what I have, this is a gift knitting. I use Drops Fable 650. 650 is a number for the main color, this lovely green, and then this is 110. I didn't really think to have them matchy-matchy, and I don't think I would be able to do that. I was picking the yarn from the middle of the ball, and they were reversible, let's say it that way. Drops comes in 50 grams balls, so there was no need to separating the yarn. You basically grab two balls and you start knitting if you just in a hurry. So I love it. It's going to be a gift. Beautiful. The second video, and I've showed you that already, is my beautiful hat. This is the front where the tag is. It is a wheat field hat by me, and I love it. It's a double brim, and this is a lace pattern, very simple, charted, repeated 3 times, or you can do it more if you want to have a slouch. I put a pom-pom in the video, so check it out how it looks with the pom-pom because it looks cute. The pom-pom gives that extra weight, so it's going down. Well, I have them here. If I want to use them, I'm using them. But I'm going to show you another hat, and I probably am going to sneak the pom-pom over there to show you how it looks with the pom-pom. If you haven't seen it, it looks like this. The yarn is Salt River Mills. It is sport weight. and I knit them on 3mm and 4mm. So US size 2.5 and US size 6. Next thing, we did a bit of unboxing, and actually I'm using just one skein, so where's the second one? Here is the yarn that I opened and received it. It is Knit Crate membership, and it comes with 2 patterns. One is knit pattern and the other one is crochet patterns. Both are cowls. You can check the video if you're interested what the patterns are about, but I actually already winded one skein. This is worsted weight and the color is amazing. This is Raindrops. On the screen now you have Raindrops. It's a mixture of 3 things. 40% merino, 30% silk and 30% alpaca. Quite an interesting blend. So I'm knitting a hat with it. Already started, I finished Bryn. Yeah, this is how it looks. I don't know what I'm going to do with this skein. We shall see. I have gathered a few skeins from Knit Crate boxes, and it's a brilliant opportunity for me because in Knit Crate membership you receive 2 skeins. Obviously you have a pattern to use the 2 skeins, but I'm a hat lover, so I know I will use one. Most of the times I will use one and I will have another one to give for a friend or for a giveaway on this channel or on Instagram. So follow me if you haven't done it yet. Beautiful. And during that video I told you if you leave a comment down below, not this one but the unboxing one, I will be drawing 3 winners who will win this amazing pattern. But let's do it at the end of this video, so wait. Okay, the next finished object is, the next project is Frozen Mystery Shawl by Nordic Stitches. I have a photo, but here is in the full glory. Here how it looks like if you haven't seen it yet. And I haven't done it fully, I run out of yarn, but I love it anyway, and it's big enough, so I'm happy about it. The yarn is from Babel's Yarns, so from Grace. I've received it. It is a interesting mix. You have a 50% wool, 25% cotton and 25% nylon. It's perfect for shawls, probably for socks too. And here are colors. Unfortunately, I haven't been told what the colors are, so I can't tell you. If you like something, just message Grace. She will know everything about it. The new thing I added, I will tell you and I'll show you more at the end of this video, is my new tags. I'm showing you wrong side, so you see sheep, and on the right side I have a heart. So it's just less sewing actually than with my previous tags made with felt. You still can get them in the shop. I love them too. You can snug it here. Beautiful. And here. So nice. Oh, what I did, I knitted it on 3.25mm. The pattern tells you to knit on 3.5mm. I'm a loose knitter, so I was afraid that I would run out of yarn, but I still run out of yarn, so but I used the whole 2 skeins. And I think for me, the shawl that has 2 skeins, it's max, because in my head I know I can knit a fingering weight sweater for myself using just 3 skeins. And shawl, sweater, I'll go sweater. But I bought a new pattern. Oh, I'm going to show you in a while. Or maybe I'll tell you now. Yeah. So I love following Justyna Lorkowska, her Instagram feed, and she has quite a lot sales, and during February she had kind of during February she was giving her patterns, some patterns for 20% off, and was randomly every few days. And I found this one, so check it out over here. I love it so much. It is Dancing Palms and it is in 2 colors, and I'm thinking to knit it. I'm not saying now because I have few priorities. Believe me, I have priorities now in knitting. These 2 I have. See this? This is yellow. I know no one shows yellow, but this is actual yellow. It's a little bit blown out. And this is from Kismet Fiberworks. I don't think they're on the market anymore, but if they are, oh yeah, that's the yellow. And what we have over here with 50% Superwash Merino and 50% silk, we have 100 grams, which is 437 yards, so definitely more than 400 meters over here, so fingering weight. And the same thing I have over here, I lost the, it is not the same company, but quite the same blend. I'll tell you what I have, and this is another skein I have. It's quite hard to say. It's kind of a greeny bluish color. It is different company. I'll write down on the screen now because I'm using the other skein, different color. But I will tell you what the mix is, and for my own information I will have written down now how many meters I have. To knit this lovely shawl I knit 800 meters, and I think I will have with these. And what do you think? Be very unusual. I don't think anyone mixed two colors like this, but I think they work brilliantly together. What else I finished? Again, I lost a tag, but it is unboxing, so I'll check unboxing and I'll write down now what kind of yarn I used to knit this hat, because I was interested in the color, how it was dyed. So this is the hat I knitted. I don't have tags yet. I just basically cast it off today, or bind it off today. I'm not sure which one is correct. One of my designs. And I'm thinking, should I go with it? Written pattern, what do you think? I call this star hat because there is a star on the top. I don't know, can you see it? So lovely. We have a stockinette stitch over here, and then we have seam stitch. And how it looks, I don't know where's the front. That's why I love my tags. That way I know where's the front, where's the back. So here it is. I love it so much, and I love the kind of sticking element of the star. I definitely record finished object video once I will I block it? I don't know. I want to use it. So once I put a tag, I have to decide what kind of color, what kind of tag to use. I think I go with the long ones. But I have also the Knitworthy year ones that we have a year written down. I'm tempted to use those ones too. How would it look if I mix two tags? Would it be too much? Anyway, so here it is, the crown. I hope you can see it. And I was thinking that we can also put pom-pom. So let me know down below, with a pom-pom or without a pom-pom. Anyway, it's so simple to add the pom-pom. This is the one with elastic band, 100% wool, because that way if you do a bow, it's kind of grips, it doesn't slide or anything like that. And it's probably hanging there, and you can replace pom-poms to any hats you want and take them off when you wash your hats. How do you like it? I love those two colors. I'm calling it Star Hat because I have a star on top. And the needles I used over here. What kind of needles I used? I used US size 2.5, which is 3 millimeters, definitely. I did a folded brim. And I think I continue with the needles I had. I switched to 4. Give me a sec. Now, so I was using this lovely bag. I made it with a keychain hat. And I'll tell you straight away what kind of needles I used. So I used 3 millimeters, and I went to, no, I didn't go to 4 because I still have 4 over here. So basically I knitted it all on US size 2.5, 3 millimeters, which are here. That's how they look like. This is my Silent Forest berry color, and it's interchangeable needles, Haya sharps. They are sharp, but I like interchangeables because the interchangeable, I'm moving. The actual connection over here of the cord is moving, and I love it so much. Especially when my sin, I don't know, do you know, is that I do not swap needles for decreases. I just use my tools, and they'll survive or they won't survive, and I will get a new one. That's my goal. At the moment it's fine because the joints, the ends are moving. There's no, I don't see that anything is doing with them, so I'm happy about it. So yeah, probably I should have changed to like 4, but I haven't, so it's nice snug. And probably I'll have a pattern in the future. If you want to test knits, go on my Instagram and let me know. Fingering weight hat. So probably I'll tell you more about it in my finished object video. So I hope I'm going to create a finished object video soon, and we will have a pattern. Finger crossed. First test knit. Write it down. Oh. Now what else I finished? The last year I finished this hat. I call it Let's Pour Hat, and my plan is to do a second tutorial, free tutorial on my channel, so if you haven't seen the first one, check it out. And I knitted 2 other hats. This is the one, and this is another one. Actually, I dyed the hat for this project, so this is my work. Okay, and here how it looks in a skein. I call it Pink Rose, and I love it so much I have to knit for myself. I have 2 skeins like that. Although I have a bit, so I recorded already how I knitted this hat. But even though I use the same needles and I use the same material, I get different gauge. And because I'm getting different gauge, I'm getting a different size. So listen, if you are a beginner knitter and you're knitting hats, or even if you're an advanced knitter and you're knitting hats, the gauge means a lot. And the gauge is the tension, how big are your stitches using certain tools. And if you're using one size, let's say, of tools, the gauge, so the size of the knit stitch, let's say, will be different for different knitter. I know it doesn't make sense, does it? It's like with spanner and a screw should match, but it doesn't. So as you can notice, it's exactly the same pattern, but different sizes. So on this one, I kind of wanted to have a slouchy version. So the difference between those 2 only is that I blocked this one and I wore this hat for a bit. I'll show you how it looks like. So it has a slouch. It's really nice. I've actually wrote it down, so it's almost ready to kind of put everything together. It's just that the hat that I knitted during the tutorial is not the same size. I'm going to show you how it looks on my hat. So this is kind of slouchy, and this is a beanie. Pure beanie. It stretches for me too much, so this is going to be a gift knitting. I'm going to block it and see, because like I said, I did that in 2017, so maybe it kind of blooms. The yarn is exactly to knit on 9mm, which is US size 13, and I did over here US size 10.75 and US size 13 over here, which is 7mm and 9mm. So yeah, that's that. Well, I'm going to knit a second one and I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to use my new tags. You can get them in a shop. I call them Knitworthy Year, and they will look exactly like this one. So the stars, you will see the stars, but if you want to see year, you will have to flip it. Something like this. I came up with an idea for this, and it's made with material. And it's made with material, laser cut, that's why it's some burning things going on the other side. I came up with an idea because I'm knitting quite a lot of hats, and just to keep a record of it, especially for gift knitting, that way I will know how often I knit a hat for someone. I can even have a sneak peek and check when was the last time I knitted someone else's hat. Obviously I started with 2018, so we shall see how it goes. Check my shop if you're interested. I sell them in the pack of 3. So wish me luck, and hopefully we will have that free tutorial from the beginning till the end. I'm showing casting on, pearls, knits, pearls, everything over here, how I do it, so you can have a blast if you want to. Check my first one, Just Knit Hat, where I use only knit stitch to knit a full hat. Yeah, I think my gauge has changed. But I love this yarn so much, and I want a hat for myself too, but not such stretchy one. So we shall see what I'm going to do. I'm going to change number of stitches. I think I'll do that. Because you've been asking me how to knit a hat and stuff like that. So obviously I have a free patterns that you can check my project page and go there. You can go on Ravelry and you can find them too. I have also paid for pattern if you want to support this channel, and I think at the moment that one free tutorial from the beginning until the end, and hopefully the second one will be something you will like too. And I hope those videos basically will answer your questions. Right, have I finished anything else? I think, and that would be it. Yeah, I showed you yarn that I dyed. Yeah, so let's move on to what's on my needles, or what's going to be on my needles. Well, I mentioned already the shawl. We shall see how it goes. Dancing Pals by Justyna Olkowska. Check it out. It's a beautiful shawl. Apparently it's a mixture of garter stitch and some slip stitches, so it should be fine. That's all I know. And I think the shawl asks for you a size 6, which is 4mm. And now I'm thinking, should I go 3.5 or should I actually go 4mm? Because if my gauge has changed, that's interesting. Let's start with something that probably everyone is waiting for, which is here, something in this bag. And I have 2 keychains. Must knit sweater. Because I finished body and I need to do sleeves. This is the back of my things. And I'll show you first how much yarn I have left. That much. This is wool from Chafa, Barbara's colorway, DKs. And this is Comera Yarns, Monica's yarn, and the color is Maple Leaf. I have to divide those by 2 to have them equally for sleeves, probably just a bit of them, because I used it all. I used it all. So the last time I showed you was that much, you see, and I did this, and this. Ah, do you see it? So here is the front. This is Humulus sweater by Isabel Kremer, and I love it. And we have that lovely chocolate color, Barbara colorway. And then here, it's not included in the pattern. It's not included in the pattern, but I had to do this because of the number of yarn I have left. And yeah, maybe, no, I'll leave it. I want to wear it. I will keep it as a surprise how I look, which you can kind of imagine. And it goes over here. So like this. So what do you reckon? How far will I go with my sleeves? And this is why I must knit on it, because I don't want to leave it in the bag. I just want to finish it. It's amazing that I will have a sweater in less than a month. Unbelievable. So the needles I use circular needles, 2 sizes. The pattern tells you something different. I do something different because of my gauge, which is loose over here. It's like the yarn is DK, but the pattern is actually for worsted weight, and I got the gauge for DK. This is a green Flower Power circular needle. I have 2 needles over here. One is Haya Haya, which is the blue one, and this is Knit Pro Carbon 3mm, and then Haya Haya Sharps interchangeable. Both interchangeable actually. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll show you maybe labels. On the screen now, this is Magda's label for that lovely chocolate color. So check the screen now. you have written down wolf on Shafa. And here on the screen now we have information about the chocolate brown color. So stop if you want to read it more. So this is DK Blue Face Leicester, and this one is 100% superwash merino, both superwash, so no way. And this is for that contrast color maple leaf, 100% merino, as you can see, and the main Comer yarns. Beautiful, beautiful, isn't it? Must knit. So as you can notice, I focus more of my energy for that sweater, and the only thing that I casted on was yesterday. In this beautiful bag I received as a gift, I'm having a hat. Oh, it's going to be my new design because the color is amazing. Just had to. And I'm using this fancy eventually. Since I moved from one room to another room, I couldn't find it, and eventually I did. This is a yarn protector, a cake protector, and we have amazing alpacas on it. I received it as a gift, and I have another one. And I think that's the company, isn't it? Skein Coats, and it came like in this, just wrapped around. Cool. Now it's very hard to find anything because the bag is black. The yarn is from Knitology. The name is Raindrops, and we have raindrops, and I can see it's a raindrops color, and it's a mixture of merino, silk, alpaca. Have done that much. So we have Flower Power Cafe Chocolate. This is worsted weight yarn. I can still kind of clip it through. I have two sets of needles. One is it's in the work, and the other one is just here. So I can pull this one. So for the body I'm going to use 4 millimeters. For the brim I'm going to use 4 millimeters. I think US size 6, and I'm guessing US size 7 for 4.5. Here they're from Drops, fixed. And yesterday, while watching Brave from Pixar, I did that much. Beautiful stitch definition, as you can see. Worsted gives you something like this. I have it for, okay, I made it a little bit longer because I want to see how it goes when I flip it. And we will have a pattern. We'll have a bit of thing going on over here. That's something interesting I have. Design. I'm watching Hockey Locatelli. If you haven't watched her journal, Hockey Journal, go check it out. She has episode 3, and I love it. How I design my hats. Basically, while I'm knitting, I'm writing it down. Used to, I didn't. I basically knit a hat, and then I tried to remind myself what I've done, and that was a little bit here and there. Now I got a little bit better while I'm knitting. I'm not writing it down. My brain helps me a lot. This is kind of like a bullet journal system, well, bulk, but I'm not really using it for only beautiful things. No, you don't find anything beautiful up here. All scribbles and useful things, just bullets and yeah, something like that. Sometimes I put stickers so I can skip quickly. So this one, for instance, was my test knit. The other one was test knit. The blue one, I don't remember what the blue one. The blue one is something new to pull on it. So what's the blue tells us? Oh yeah, the blue one is Climb Every Mountain Walk, because I joined, I'm a patrons for Baker Bears, and they have a knit along for their patrons that when you knit something this year, each project counts a certain number of feet. So I figure out that I will, it came off. Oh, I will write it down. So as you can see, it's a scribble. That's how much I have done this year. I didn't count any project that I've had on my needles, the only ones that I casted on and finished this year. So that's that, and they have a different feet for sock, knit with a fingering weight, DK, and hats, and all so on, so on, so on. So yeah, that's my progress, and the thing came off. Now it's on my needles, but it's not really. It's another thing, which is gift knitting. So in the gift knitting over here, Seb asked me to knit him a hat, and I showed him yarn, which the color he loves. He likes this color. So this is the color. He likes this color very much. Khaki, I would call it. But this is exactly the same yarn as the one I showed you over here. I got them in the knit crate boxes. I don't remember what month was it, but that was last year. And what we have over here, we have 65% superwash wool, 20% nylon, and then we have 15% silk. So I've never knitted a hat with the silk before, and I know it won't be so bouncy in regards to brim or anything like that, so we shall see how it goes. This is 100 grams, 416 yards, 380 meters. So on the screen now, if you want to stop, you have all those informations. Not sure when I'm going to cast on. I think I'm going to finish first my design, because I actually did a little bit differently this time with my royal blue. I don't know, my eyes are itchy. I actually wrote it down first. I love charts, so it was kind of charted. So we shall see how it goes. I tried to follow it, what I had in mind, and we shall see how it goes. That was my first time, I think, working with design like that. It would be perfect if I went on the computer and did it that way and then printed and corrected it. We shall see, will I do that though? Yeah, so I put the keychain on the thing, and it stays nicely. Another thing that I like to have on my needles, and I don't have it yet, are socks. And I pulled out something from my stash. I bought it during my trips in Northern Ireland, I presume. And this is a pinky color, and this is more kind of purpley. This is 003, this is 002. It is Rico. And I think I'm going with the purple. What do you think? And I want to knit a sock. I'm thinking to go maybe, because I haven't knitted for a while, on 9 inches circulars. I have hayas, and just do maybe a long tube. But everything after thought socks. But the only thing I'm not really happy what I'm doing is binding off. It kind of flurs, and I know if you're knitting a sock, like a big tube, and you chop it off and you have to bind on the different sections, it won't be the same. I don't know. If I start with a toe and I go straight up, I would have to chop it off and insert a toe. So it won't be the same. It won't be the same. And I will definitely do it all the way around. That's why I like 2 at a time, because even if I messed up something, I just messed up in both. So I think I'm going to prepare 2 balls from this and go 2 at a time, because that's the way I like to do. I'm going to use Haya sharps, interchangeables with a pink cord. The last time I used them for all its calm socks, and eventually now I'll be able to use them too. I love those fixed ones. You can get them in my shop too, separately at Tips, but they're Hayas, so sharp, so they're sharp. But what I like about them, because in the fixed they don't have it, in the interchangeables, and the whole needle with the end of the cord moves and it doesn't swivel that much. So I think this is going to be, and eventually, because I think I finished something, I frocked something, I'm going to use this bag. And this bag I received from Vicky from Davixta Designs. She has a podcast at the moment on the lovely holidays, and I'm using this. And I'm using this keychain socks. So thank you so much. I'm going to put the proper one. I made my decision. Need to find needles, and so on and so on. So at the moment, that's all what's on my needles. Let's keep fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly. And now a giveaway. Let's go giveaway, because you're probably waiting. When I was unboxing the last Knit Crate membership box, don't forget we have 20% off. Just use KL20. Go on unboxing on YouTube. Check the link down below, and you will find the code, and the link then leads you to subscriptions. and you can pick any subscription you want. The one I received is a Knit Crate members membership, because in that membership they give 2 skeins, so I can use it and I can give it away, and so that's why I love it so much, and I'm so happy and grateful so much that they're sending me those boxes, because I can show them to you and I can share a bit with you. And I wanted to say thank you to Knit Crate and to you all for watching those videos and do a giveaway. So whoever commented under that video took part in a giveaway, which I'll be now drawing. I haven't done the drawing yet. So basically I use random comment YouTube picker, and I'm going to pick 3 people, and I will write maybe under their comments that they won, and hopefully they will get in touch with me with their Ravelry name. No worries, if you don't have a Ravelry, I will send a PDF file to you, and just give me your email. So give me a few seconds, and basically probably by clicking I will know, but I don't know now. Now I know! So the winners are Mary, Lisa and Christine. So please get in touch with me. I will try to reply under your comments under that unboxing video that you won. So thank you so much everyone for participating, and I don't want the rest of you to feel bad. So let's go and do giveaway over here too, and organize giveaway for one of my paid for patterns. Leave the comment under this video saying hi, or tell me what you're knitting now, how many projects you have on your needles, or what is your favorite project. Do you like to knit hats, or maybe are you going to knit a hat, and if you do, would you like to join us? Please do. It was going to be fun. We want to reach 1000 finished objects videos soon, and also this is quite an inspiration for me. I see what you're knitting, especially that I like knit hats. So, but if that's difficult for you, let's go and find book. So I received this book from a friend, and what I like to do, I like to randomly open up, which is 99 Things That Brings Me Joy, and I open it on this. Do you see it? A daily ritual you relish. So what is my daily ritual that I relish? It's knitting. I know they draw a coffee over here, beautiful book. So I would say knitting, because I do it every day actually. I would say like I start enjoying walking, especially when I have time, and especially I can chill out for a bit. I'm not in a rush, I don't have deadlines or anything like that. Can I include that even though I don't do it every day? Walking, I relish. I'm addicted to Instagram. I love browsing through your lovely photos. So tag me, knitting I love. Show me what you're knitting. Do you like Instagram too? Oh, and I think that's all. And I like my herbal teas. So I'm very grateful for knitting, walking, Instagram, and herbal teas every day. Because it's something that I classify as relax and happiness. Simple life. So what is your daily ritual that you relish? Well, let me know. Thank you so much for the book. I hope that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay in tune, subscribe, like this video. That helps definitely for reaching to more people up there and having fun joining our Cal, Knit a Hat Cal, and joining with my giveaways during episodes. I hope you like them too. It's something small, I know, but at least something that I feel that I can give it to you too and reach out to. Please leave a comment down below. Say hi to me. Otherwise, I'm not sure, is there anyone watching me? Give me thumbs up for the effort I'm putting, and I hope to see you next one. Don't forget to use hashtag knitting I love. Show me what you're knitting, and I see you soon. Bye!